Sai Ram, one and all. My name is Ashok Kumar A, English teacher, Sri Satya Sai Lokaseva High School, Alike. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to English online class 2021-22. I think you are all very happy. Today we shall take the first lesson, A Hero, written by one of the greatest Indian writers, Indian novelist, R.K. Narayan. The first prose is A Hero. I think you might have read his novels, stories, correct? So, A Hero, R.K. Narayan. I think you have the textbook. If you don't have the textbook, please download it. Okay? So, what is his full name? R.K. Narayan. That is Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayana Swamy is the full name of R.K. Narayan. Why was he? What was he famous for? When was he born? He was born on October 10th, 1906 and died on 13th May 2001. He led a long life. Correct? He was an awardee of Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan also. Correct? His works were Swami and his Friends, The Guide, Malgudi Days, The English Teacher, The Bachelor of Arts, etc. etc. He is known for his simple words, simple language. You can understand. Very interesting. He interested everyone through his interesting stories. He is a novelist. So this prose, A Hero, is adapted from his novel, that is Malgudi Days, a fictional story. Malgudi is a fictional place. In this story, he beautifully described the boy and his psychology. It is a well-known short story. It centers around the character of a boy, a small boy. The boy in this lesson, the boy is the center. The boy is the protagonist of the story. What is the meaning of protagonist? The main character of a novel, the main character of a story, the leading character of the story is that is protagonist. So the boy is the center of the story. The boy is the major character in the story, in this story. So he is the, Swami is the protagonist. The boy is the protagonist. Okay? Now come to the lesson. A Hero, page number 2. For Swami, events took an unexpected turn. Father looked over the newspaper he was reading under the hall lamp and said, Swami, listen to this. News has been received about the bravery of a village lad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger and his flight up the tree where he stayed half a day till some people came that way and killed the tiger. So this is the first paragraph. Correct? So for Swami, events took an unexpected turn. Expected, unexpected. Expected, opposite, unexpected. Unexpected turn. Turn is a noun. What is the parts of speech of expected? That is adjective. Why? It describes the noun. Which is the noun? Turn. Turn is the noun here. Turn means change. Unexpected change. Correct? Unexpected turn, unexpected change. One more meaning is there. If it is a verb, turn right, turn left. Correct? I think you got. Then one noun. One more meaning is curve. Correct? Curve. So use the word turn as a noun and turn as a verb in your own sentence. It's very important. Turn as a noun, turn as a verb. Okay? Then. So events took an unexpected turn. Change in his life. What happened? Father looked over the newspaper he was reading under the hall lamp. So where is Swami now? Swami is in his father's office room. Where is the father? Father is also reading a newspaper in his office room. Correct? He is a lawyer. Swami's father is a lawyer by profession. So father, what happened one day? Father looked over the newspaper. What is look over? Look over means examine. Look over means examine or look into or give a brief visual inspection. This is the meaning. Or read a quick inspection of something, that is look over. Now frame a sentence. I will frame a sentence, then you write your own sentence in the notebook. Okay? The teacher looked over the answer paper of the students. I think you got. Then, so father looked over the newspaper. He was reading under the hall lamp. What was the father doing? He was reading the newspaper, day's newspaper. Suddenly, an article attracted him. What was the article about? Swami, he called Swami. Swami, listen to this. He asked Swami to listen this. So father told Swami listen to this. So the sentence is in indirect speech, direct speech. The sentence is in direct speech. Change the sentence into indirect speech. How to change? Remember, father, you know how to change? Father, it is an imperative sentence. Remember, sentences are of four kinds. One assertive, another one interrogative, another one imperative, another one exclamatory. Four types, one more is there. Correct? So it comes under imperative sentence. Imperative means it may be a request, it may be an order, it may be a command, it may be a suggestion, it may be an advice. So this comes under which category? Is it a request? Is it a command? Is it an order? Is it an advice? See, on the basis of that, so it should be changed. Told should be changed into what? Father ordered, if it is an order. If you don't know to find out whether it is order, whether it is an advice, then just use asked. It's also allowed. If it is a request, requested. If it is a suggestion, suggested. If it is an advice, advised. So father ordered or asked. Swami, how to change? Can you do? Yeah, make it infinitive. It's a verb. Imperative sentences begin with the verb. So make the verb infinitive. How to make? Adding to. Swami, to listen to this becomes that. I think it's clear. Now, Swami, listen to this. News has been received about the bravery of a village lad. So what was the newspaper report? It was the bravery of a village lad. Brave. Brave boy. It's adjective. Brave, coward. Hedi anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Brave, ಧೈರ್ಯವಂತ. Hedi, coward. Bravery is a noun. Cowardice is the opposite. Bravely is the adverb. Brave adjective, bravery noun, bravely adverb. So brave, coward. Bravery, cowardice. So bravery of a village lad. Lad means a young boy. The newspaper reflects the bravery of a village lad. It described the bravery of a village lad. How? Who? That boy. While returning home, where? By the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. So he faced a tiger. Suddenly a tiger attacked him. What did he do? He faced it. This is described in the article. The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger. The boy had a fight with the tiger. Had is the main verb. Correct? There is no other verb. Paragraph described the boy, or the fight the boy had with the tiger. The boy had a fight with the tiger. The boy had fought with the tiger. Correct? And his flight. Flight means what? His flight, noun, act of running, or climb, or mount. His flight up the tree. So what did he do? He climbed the tree. Where? There. He stayed half a day. Stay means remain in a same place or live. Correct? Stay, stayed. Remember the past tense. Remember the past participle form of every verb. Every sentence has a verb. Find out the verb and find out the past tense and past participle form of those verbs. It's very important. It is the right time to do those or learn those words. Flight up the tree where he stayed, where he lived half a day till some people came that way and killed the tiger. So how long did he stay there? He stayed there for half a day. Correct? Now write the question and answer. Come to the, I think you got the first paragraph. After reading it through, father looked at Swami fixedly and asked, "What do you say to that?" So his father read out the newspaper article. He wanted to get the response, reply from his son. After reading it through, what is read through? Read through. Read something through means to read something from beginning to end, especially to look for mistake. Correct? Read through. Read something through means read something from beginning to end, especially to check, especially to find mistake. That is read through. So after reading the newspaper through, father looked at Swami. Frame a sentence. Look at. It's homework for him. Look at. Correct? Then, father looked at Swami fixedly. Now frame a sentence, it's homework. Frame a sentence to get the word fixedly as answer. Correct? You should answer it. What is fixedly? Fixedly means steadily. Father looked at Swami steadily. Father looked at Swami in a constant manner, without changing the direction. In a constant manner, in a fixed manner. He looked at Swami in a fixed manner, without changing direction, like this. Why? What does indicate? Father expected an answer. Father expected a reply from his son. He wanted to know what was the reply of Swami. Fixedly, and asked, "What do you say to that?" Important sentence, underline. What do you say to that? Who said this? Swami's father said this. Correct? Whom was it said to? It was said to Swami. When did he say so? When he read out the newspaper report. Correct? What does, one more question, what does that refer to? That refers to the fight the boy had with the tiger. Correct? What do you say to that? How to change into indirect? Father told Swami, what do you say to that? So it is a question. The sentence within inverted comma is a question. Questions are of two kinds, yes or no type question, double H question. If it is a double H question, same double H word is used as a conjunction instead of that. Am I right? Now, father, you cannot use told. You should use asked or inquired. Father asked whom? Swami. What is the conjunction? What? Do you becomes you do. So, what you becomes he. Swami, what he said to that. What he said to that. So, he wanted to know the reply. What was Swami's reply? Swami said, I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person, not a boy at all. This is the response. Remember, what was the reply of Swami to this statement? He said, I think, thought, teach, taught. Past tense. He must have been a very strong person. He is not at all a boy. He must be a strong person. Strong opposite? Weak. Strong, weak. Now use the word strong as a noun in a sentence. Use this word strong as a noun in a sentence. It is a homework for you. Very strong, strong adjective. Very adverb. Describes adjective. And grown up person, not a boy at all. So he disagreed the newspaper report. He did not support, he was not in a position to support this one. How could a boy fight a tiger? He posed a question. How could a boy fight a tiger? Who said this? Swami said this. To whom was it said? It was said to his father. When did he say? When father asked him, what do you say to that? How could a boy fight a tiger? That means, for Swami, according to Swami, only aged people, only strong people, only grown up people can do wonderful things. Correct? So how could a boy fight a tiger? It is impossible for a boy to fight a tiger. So he should be a strong person, he should be a grown up person. What was the father's reply? You think you are wiser than the newspaper. Wise, foolish, opposite. Unwise, prefix. Wisely, adverb. Wise, adjective. Wisdom, noun. You think you are wiser than the newspaper. Father sneered. Sneer means, it is given there, one word substitute. What is the meaning? Speak in a very unkind way. Show contempt. He ridiculed. Scorn. Ridicule. Scorn. Father sneered. A man may have the strength of an elephant, he said. A man may have the strength of an elephant, yet be a coward. But if he is a coward, what is the use of being a strong person? Whereas another may have the strength of a straw. Straw means what? S-T-R-A-W, a thing. of no value. A bundle of hay, a bundle of dried plant, a straw. But if he has courage, a man may be a weak person, but if he is having a what? Courage, he can do anything. So according to Swami's father, courage is everything. Courage is important. A courageous man can do anything. Age and strength are not important according to Swami's father. But Swami says, age and strength are important. Courage is not important. Correct? He can do anything. Courage is everything according to Swami's father. Strength and age are not important, he said. Swami disputed the theory. Disputed means disagreed. He is not according to that. Denied. He denied this theory. What is the theory? Strength and age are not important. How could it be, Father? How is it possible, Father? How can it be, Father? Suppose I have all the courage, what could I do if a tiger should attack me? He says, he posed another question. If a tiger attacks me, what can I do? It is impossible to defend ourselves. I have all courage, and what could I do if a tiger should attack me? See the extra question. How can it be, Father? Who said this? Swami said this. To whom was it said? It was said to Swami's father. Why did he say so? Because he believed in strength and age, strength and power. Strength and age are important. So he asked this. How did this question affect him? What is the opposite of attack? Attack, defend. Attack, defend. Attack, defense. So how did it affect him? So he challenged. Leave alone strength. Leave alone strength. Leave it there. Can you prove you have courage? He asked another question. Can you prove you have courage? So how should he prove he has courage? Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. So how did the response affect Swami? Father challenged him to sleep alone. Can you prove you have courage? How to change it in direct? Father told Swami, can you prove you have courage? Can you change it into direct speech? Yes, do it. Okay? Can you prove you have courage? What is the noun form of prove? Prove is verb. Proof is noun. Now use the word prove as a noun. Proof as a noun in your own sentence. Okay? Can you prove you have courage? Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. Who said this? Father said this. To whom was it said? It was said to Swami. Why should he sleep? He should sleep to prove his courage. How should he prove his courage? By sleeping alone in his father's office room. When? Tonight, that night. So now it is a challenge for Swami. Now what is the response of Swami to this challenge? Correct? We shall see in the next period. Okay? Now I asked many questions in the lesson itself, in the middle of the lesson. So answer those questions. Okay? If you have any doubt, please ask me through WhatsApp. Okay? Sir.